I wasn't healed by myself. This didn't happen to me because of medicine. This didn't happen to me because I ate the right thing. This happened to me because God showed favor in my life. Yes. And that's he turned around and he said, where the 9? And you know what? I can't speak for the 9. I can't speak for everybody that didn't say thank you. All I know is I'm glad that God made me who I am. And God is doing great things in my life. So I came back to say thank you. And I want to tell you this as I get ready to close. There's always a blessing in your thank you. The Bible said he came back, gave thanks. And God had already taken care of the need. But he still had some wants that were left inside. And whenever you thank God for giving you and supplying your need, he always gives you something extra. He said, because you came back and said thank you. Because you came back and gave me praise. Because you came back and honored me. He said, you know what? I'm going to make you whole. I'm going to fix some stuff in your life that need to be fixed. I'm going to take care of some things in your life that need taken care of. I'm going to give you something that you didn't even ask for. Originally, all he wanted was the leprosy to be gone. That was his initial. That's what he wanted originally. But out of his thanks, out of his praise, out of his glory and honor to God, God said, I'm going to give you something you didn't even ask for. I believe today that if we can tell God thank you for the past, if we can tell God, Lord, I bless your name for the right now, that he's going to open up some doors in the future that we didn't even dream of. I believe if we can thank God for who we are right now, if we can put it within ourselves to know that we didn't come these 14 games by ourselves, that we didn't do this, and I know you put the helmet on, you put the pads on, but guess what? Somebody gave you the ability to move them limbs.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I know you showed up at practice every day. I know you listen to the coach, but somebody put it in your heart to do that he's going to open up one more door for us. So you know what? I thank him for last week.
Yes, sir.
I thank him for 5 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow when I get on the bus, I'm going to say thank you, Lord, for even sitting on my seat.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to wait on him to open up another door for me. Y'all know what that other door is. And while I'm traveling, looking at trees and doing what I'm doing, I'm just going to start telling God, thank you for the things you've done for me. He got the key already to unlock the door. And y'all know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Y'all know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, sir.
That if we can tell God, thank you for the past, if we can tell God, thank you for right now, the rest is history. And I think that on our poster, we talk about 300.
Yes, sir. Let
me tell you something, fellas. You don't need everybody. You just need the 300. Yes. You don't need. I hate to say this on a day like today, but everybody don't have all the family they need. Everybody don't have all the friends they need. Everybody don't have all the loved ones they need. But guess what? As long as you got the 300, and you can take care of business, and they conquered with the 300. Who are the 300? The 300 may not be the 300 in number. That's the 300 in your soul. 300 is the people that standing with you, line to line, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow. That's the 300. The 300, that's who in this room right now. So if all we have is who we got in this room right now, that's more than enough to do whatever we need to do in life. And fellas, as I close, today is Thanksgiving. So we turn around and we give thanks.
Yes, sir.
So everybody in here that has anything to give God thanks for, they ought to say, thank you, Lord, right now. I don't know how religious you are. I don't know how, your background. But God has brought you this far.
Yes, sir.
So I believe everybody in here ought to tell God, thank you for what's happened. Thank you for what's happening now. And I'm just going to be crazy enough to thank you for what's going to happen in the future. Lord, I thank you for my future. Because it looks a whole lot better than my past. God bless you. Love you, man.
It has been Great, great, great honor to work with the senior athletes. We started out a little shaky and it was kind of funny, but now it's all really great. I'll just say that in all of my 46 years, I have never, ever, ever worked with a group of guys like the seniors. I've actually learned more from this group than I have learned in the 3 degrees that I have, from all of the grown-ups and every experience I've ever had in my life. And I tell them all the time that being with them, actually, when I leave, I'm euphoric. Because they were so willing to change to make this year what it is. That grown-ups can't change. It's very difficult for grown people to change. But to take 27 athletes and give them a roadmap and say, this is what your coach is. This is what everyone that he's put in your lives are willing to do. What are you willing to do? And we did all the analyzing every single game. We went through figuring out who they could potentially beat, who they needed to work on, what we needed to do. And they took every word, every person, every opportunity, and created what you all see today. That we can't take credit for. Because all we did was gave you the information, the weight training, the plays, but it would have been absolutely nothing if you hadn't been willing to change to create it. So I want to say that I am so thankful just for the experience of you all. The experience has been the greatest I have ever had. And I'm sure that your coaches will say the same thing. And the last thing that we talked about in our meeting on Monday is the fact that you are a movement by yourselves, but you're definitely a force when you're together. The movement created talented, successful athletes. The force has created a 14-0 season. So we definitely need to understand that you all are one now. And when you become one, as opposed to separate individuals, you achieve greatness. So I want to thank you all for the greatness that you've achieved because you decided to become one.
Good job here. That was his theme. OMG, on a mission to greatness. And that's what this school is about. That's what this football program is about. And every auxiliary as a part of this school, we are on a mission to greatness. And that is
2 feet, 2 hands. Now it's time for all of them to understand. Callaway High School is the one that's grand. It's time for you to take the time to teach and reach each to let them know that you're undefeated and you need it like a bat needs food. It's real room for them to try to come and take what belongs to you. Don't even demonstrate any kind of fear. Does not belong here. Never let it enter your mind, but into their ear. First period, what is the purpose? Is to come to them and serve this knowledge that they can never ever beat you, that they need to lose the thought to defeat you. 14-0, no, you're not even finished. It's 15-0, state champions. That's when it's diminished. Time to relax and kick back after the championship because anything else is not here. Can't get in your whip and drive for a great cruise. If you come back to the school, never ever lose. But even if so, that is not in the mentality. Never ever will it be your reality. Because when you go on the field, you already won. And this is why I came to let you know that. All the rest of them need to bow down and call you what? Daddy. Because they're your son. That's right.